Okay, so this video is about those of you who are interested in how to ruche the fabric on the interior portion of, let's say, a bonnet like this one. So you can see that most of the fabric covering the bonnet is smooth on the exterior, and then obviously the interior of the crown is also smooth. But this part, that's the interior of the brim, is ruched and gathered together. So this is how you'd go about that. So right now your pattern pieces are flat. What I did is, this isn't the bonnet pattern, this is actually the boater pattern, but just to illustrate this for you, is I created a shape that would be more like the brim of the bonnet. So it's this sort of crescent shape. I took part of that piece and cut it apart. Then what I did is I divided my pattern piece into sections. So you would want to take your brim piece and divide it into equal sections, at least 4, sometimes 6. You could divide it that way. And then mark each piece with a number so that you know which one is which while you arrange these pieces. This is the same principle that we use when we're adding fullness to, let's say, sleeves. If I had a regular fitted sleeve and I wanted to make it a puff sleeve, I could do the same thing to it. And this is how we create that fullness. So you would want to spread out your pattern pieces so that there's distance between them. Why am I doing this? Well, it will end up being gathered down, right, to this area. But I get all of that fullness by adding extra fabric where there wasn't before. So if I spread out my pattern pieces like this, and the distance you place them apart will help determine how full that ends up being when you trace it. So you can trace these pieces, and then I can do a follow-up video of how you would gather the fabric once this is cut into a really large crescent piece down to something that looks like this.